Yeah, here we go.
Demolish the recruiter car.
Roger that. Okay.
Okay, that really should have registered. You're killing me. So that guy's one more hit behind me. I'm worried about the guy in the far back. Why is my computer making noises? Hopefully it's just 2 more hits for the guy in the caboose. I can't see shit. Oh, one more. Awesome, 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 awesome. Alright. Could have been a little better, but I can live with that. Yeah, here we go again. So this is andygumpjr from the future. I'm not really sure what happened, but my mic cut out after that first level, and I didn't realize it till after I completed the run. So I figured I'd just go back and add commentary for the rest of the run. I'll leave a link in the description to the non-commentary video in case you hate the sound of my voice. But yeah, so this is the second level here. Gotta take out some Yakuzas. So I'd been running the day before, and I was surprised I got that guy in that hit. I thought it was going to take at least 2 more hits. What was I saying? Yeah, that guy too. I don't know how that guy... I thought that would have been another hit like that guy. Looks like he took 3 hits. I already lost my train of thought. But yeah, so I was, the day before I got this run, I was running, and this level was giving me a lot of trouble. Sometimes they kind of take a random path, don't really cooperate with you, but had a really good setup here. They all just kind of didn't go too far away. I was able to get them quickly. And just gotta hunt this guy down. So, definitely worth mentioning. So, logically, it would make more sense to do Scenario B before A, because Scenario B has, specifically level B3, has RNG involved, because you gotta find certain dim sum stands, but it's different every time you play the level, which stands you gotta go find. So it makes sense to do that scenario first, get it out of the way. But I find that Scenario A just has a lot more bullshit, so I just like to get it out of the way first. And yeah, unfortunately, so I was kind of caught. Oh, that pissed me off. I remember that hit I felt like should have registered. Had to backtrack for him there, lost a couple seconds. So I kind of got caught with my pants down. Back in December, my old computer, my Alienware, died on me. Got a blue screen while I was editing a video. And then a week after that happens, I get a notification that my Wreckless Yakuza run had been beaten. So I'd been practicing the last couple weeks. Got my new computer on, I think Monday I got it. And then this was, what's today? Holy shit, today's Friday. So this run was done on Thursday, yesterday. So yeah, that was A2. A3, so you gotta get some dim sum stands here. So the stands are either worth 3 points or 7 points. And you gotta get to 100 points, but there's one random stand a little down the road that's ran for whatever reason is worth 14 points. So it's really crucial to get all these early ones, and it's tough. Like hitting the curve, like the car just starts veering and you get caught on the wall. But I got off to a great start here. Had a huge lead. That was a nice turn down into there. And honestly, it could be just kind of hard to see when you're playing this. Like, keep track of which side you got to be on for these ones. But this is really good execution here. And I'd say, so I veer, I get this one over here, and then turn around, head up these stairs, because that one is worth 7, and then the one at the top of the steps, for whatever reason, is worth 14 points. Gives you just enough points to beat the level, and you can already see 44 seconds ahead. That's not of the record time, that's of my first run, the hour 3. Because, was it Sauce's time was an hour, just over an hour and a minute. And I had a lot of time save potential on this level. Got kind of hairy. You'll see these first 2 jumps to hit the dump truck are really tricky, finicky. So you want to angle this one just right so you end up bouncing back on your wheels. Did that one good. Here, the timer I'm always looking for like 178 is when I really want to make this turn here start going. And this is where I thought I was going to have to reset. Unfortunately, couldn't stick the landing here, so I had to wait for the car to reset, and then I just had to kind of gun it here. It's a sloppy turn. And I was a little worried, but I came in clutch right here. That was nice. And still kind of had to hurry up to the... And this was the big time save here. I did not know about this. A lot of this run is me stealing Sauce's homework. Did not know about this platform right here. And lose a couple seconds here because I was unable to stick the landing, but that's okay. Overall, for me, it's going to be a huge time save. And then kind of a common theme in this game, you kind of just ignore the arrows. You go over here, you try not to ram this forklift in the ass. And there's a little elevator over here you'll take. If you drive fast enough up the ramps or whatever, it's really not the biggest time save I've ever taken this elevator, but might as well just take it. Don't even have to think about dodging the Yakuzas. Just do a quick little turn around. Yeah, this guy had me a little worried. Don't go too fast here. And then got another elevator. So yeah, not sure if the guy who beat my record, I'm not sure if he prefers to be called Sauce. I know it's S-A-U-Z. So I'm just rolling with Sauce. I don't know if that's right or not. Little saucy boy.
We got the papers.
So yeah, I mentioned I feel like Scenario A has a lot more BS. So this is a really good level A4. Next level, A5, is a straightforward level. It's just a demolition derby. It did not go too well from what I remember. My main level I look out for in Scenario A is A6. A6 is definitely my least favorite level in the whole game. There's just a lot of nonsense that can happen. So again, stealing Sauce's homework. Just
I'm gonna have to teach you all a lesson.
hit the brakes here. Just wait for them to all hit each other. And then ideally, they kind of all stay grouped up, but I got unlucky and they all really started just kind of wandering off. And I think they flipped me a couple times. Yeah, I get mounted right there, and they just kind of... That guy hit me at least. But yeah, you can see you just got all the... If you look up on the map, you got all of them just kind of wandering aimlessly. That really does you no good. Got that one. I like that guy to the right just went off the ramp for no reason.
Yeah!
And again, I get flipped. I'm sure I was pretty annoyed by that.
Yeah! One more to go.
Yeah, just one more. I mean, I think at this point, time-wise, I'm already want to be done, and these health bars can be kind of deceptive. I was hoping this was one more hit, but I think it's actually 2 for him. And then, yeah, it's annoying because you got to give them... They have a buffer in between hits, so I had to give them some space there. Yeah, you can see I'm just bleeding time already.
Let's get out of here.
So So not a good A5, but I knew so much of this run had good time save potential. I just kept rolling with it. And this is the dreaded A6. My execution here wasn't perfect, but I mean I survived. So
This is Dragon
spoiler alert, I
We're
guess.
on our way to rescue the captain.
This first part is really frustrating. You got this wall that you gotta kind of loop around. I'm pretty sure I messed it up. I just really started getting loose here. Just my timing was just off and just missed it. Got bounced back. At this point, I'm sure I was saying some things. Thought the run was dead. But get twisted around and get over right here. So not the worst time loss ever. A little frustrating, but that was my main thing too going into the run yesterday, was just keeping a level head, because the day before I had a bunch of attempts that none of them got out of scenario 8 and I was getting really pissed off. I think I mess up one of these elevators coming up, unfortunately. So this level, so you collect these TNTs in this first part, and they serve you as lives for the upcoming. There's like a couple zones you got to get through, and if you fall in the water, like you get sucked back to the beginning of the zone and you lose one of the TNTs. And yeah, messed up this elevator. Just what the hell, man. But then you get to the captain at the end, and the captain can be really finicky and just randomly not cooperate, and you just get one shot at him. So if he veers off and goes in the water, you're fine. Yeah, I'll probably say it towards the end of the run, but I'm probably not gonna run this again until my time gets beaten again. I think I'm gonna do a run where I use a loaded save and I get right, so I can use like the tank on certain levels and use Tiger Takagi's super fast car. So just nice and safe through this room. This upcoming room here is really frustrating. The car, anytime there's like a slope or elevation change, the car just likes to randomly hydroplane, which I added a blooper to the end of this from one of my attempts from a couple days ago, where you can see that, like right here going down, that's always sketchy. And then you got to stick that landing, hope the car doesn't veer left into the water. And then the ending of this zone is really annoying. So you get this creepy little section there. You make this turn, and then you come up and you just got to floor it, because if you go too slow for this jump, you'll just flip. So you got to floor it and hope that the car either lands or you slide far enough to get into the next zone, so you just start in the next zone. But not the best landing, but we do stick it. And I think I got this part is really tricky, but I got it first try. Don't be afraid to just slam right into that wall. And now the captain, you look at that line on the bottom, you want to just kind of have it just kind of hugging your left tires like that. Just hope for the best, really. He stayed nice and straight for me there. So really not too bad for that level. It was just that beginning part kind of effed me up a bit. I messed up that elevator. Just surviving that level, that's the name of the game. Luckily that blast. Sometimes that blast you get sent flying, but that wasn't too bad. And you can see I saved some time for my previous run. Let's try and pick A7. I think this one went pretty good for me. Wow, voice is cracked. Holy shit. Just gotta hit this car a shit ton of times. It is very picky.
You're not getting away from me.
I think I handled it pretty well. Just gotta get your timing down. You should be okay. Just can't let it get into your head if one or two of the hits don't register. That civilian helping us out, that's always nice. This is one of the levels, if you start it with a tank, you just blow them up right away. And then I know there's a couple levels that are impossible to beat with the tank, but I want to like do a video. It's not gonna be like our speedrun, but I want to just do a video like showing which levels are possible to do with the tank and which ones you can't. I want to see if I could do the parkour level B4 with tank. Like I feel deep down, I feel like it's possible, but it's just so hard. Yeah, got pretty lucky there. That bus really slowed him down. Yeah, this level he's kind of just on rails for the most part. But yeah, just in really great shape right here. Hard to have him as low as I do, health-wise. So coming up is level A8. It is the duel on the city building with Tiger Takagi. This is one of the ones I'm kind of bummed that my mic cut out because I was going insane for this level. Practicing, I was really struggling with this level. I just figured I was going to have to just take out all his health because you can knock him off the building, but I was just ready to just have to take out his health, which is a lot slower, obviously. But just watch here, I set him up. This is how I usually like to start it and just kind of hope for the best. You see, he kind of veers off. I didn't think he gave me the best look, but I just fucking yeeted him, man. Holy shit, he got fucked. And I was going crazy. I was screaming. Another solid time save there. Then A9. Oh, this. So I have my highest of highs right there, getting Takagi. A9, things went wrong. I still end up somehow saving time. I don't know how shitty my run was from a couple of years ago. So traffic in this game is a lot more predictable than you would necessarily think. So instead of going on the right side of the road, I go on the right side of the road here to avoid that bus. Now I like to hug the left here, but I kind of started getting lazy and I was veering off. And then unexpectedly, the ambulance screwed me. And I panicked, and instead of restarting, I retired, which was a couple more seconds down the drain. But I knew I was already like in such good shape, I just didn't reset the run. I just kept going. But yeah, I just veered off into that lane, caused that ambulance to come over. So I just, this time though, went much smoother. I could have, I mean, I lost 2 of the blood packs. I could have just rolled with it, but I just didn't feel like it was worth the risk. So I restarted. But yeah, this time I wasn't playing around. I was hugging that wall. It's just tough. It might have to be hard to see, but like once you start going max speed in this car, it just starts kind of swerving. And you're just kind of holding on. And yeah, you want to stay to the left here. There's always a civilian there. And watch out for this Yakuza up here. I can come into the grass just a little bit to avoid him. And then I knew too, the next level, A10, I knew there was like a good minute potential for time save. So I wasn't too worried. I mean, I was still annoyed when I had to restart a level. At least it was right at the beginning I messed up. And look at that, civilian came in clutch, helped me out. Got me going. Was really happy. This part coming up can be tricky, avoiding these Yakuzas. I feel like I handled them really well. Just gotta kind of bait them and then come to the inside. Just really happy with how that went. This one can be tricky, especially with the crappy civilian spawn here, but he just drives right by me. No problem there. Got this little shortcut through here. One more Yakuza to dodge. And then it's weird, so I restart, and then I say, of course, I have a flawless level. But I've always noticed down here where you bottom out there, if you're down to like 1 blood pack, you'll lose that blood pack and you'll fail the level if you're down to like 1. But for whatever reason, I had 5. I didn't lose 1 full speed down there. And we just crashed into the hospital here, finish up. And then so A10, you can... There's just a bus you gotta follow / protect, and it's on rails, but you can push it to make it go faster. So I'm gonna equip Tiger Takagi's car, which is the fastest car in the game, and we're just gonna ram the ass of the bus. I kind of messed up at the beginning. I should have taken out this Yakuza that's right on him. He was kind of not letting me get quite in line. I definitely saved a lot of time on this level, but I know it took a lot more damage than I anticipated, so I kind of had to back off a little bit at the end, unfortunately. But I still saved a lot of time. So you see there, I was pushing him a little bit. Certain spots where, like, if you know he's coming up on a turn, you just want to back off, let him go. And I like this Yakuza almost always just flips himself over. Like right there. Oh, but then I messed up and I hit him anyways. This part, I think I didn't hit him as long as I wanted to. I kind of got slowed up. Yeah, that guy just came out of nowhere like a fucking rocket. And that guy, yeah, that guy pushed me off my tracks. So I wasn't pushing him quite as long as I wanted to. Still get a nice burst of speed through there, though. But yeah, at this point, I was already kind of not comfortable with the amount of damage the bus had. I was for a little less. Yeah, this spot you just want to back off. You can just go really slow through this turn. Yeah, hit him through there. I was kind of panicking around. Like, holy shit, I might fail this. So like right here is where I made a decision, or well, coming up, would have liked to have just kept pushing him, but I just felt like it had already taken too much damage, so I just made sure there's this one Yakuza up here that I like to just plow through, but I didn't want the bus to get hit if I am, so I just took care of him. And now here is where you get a really good burst of speed. Unfortunately, it took a little longer than I would have liked to setting that up, but got a nice long straightaway here. There's a bunch of Yakuzas on the right side, but you go so fast doing this, you just skip them all. And you plow through a couple at the end. 150 miles an hour. Maybe it's good my mic cut out, because I think I was singing when I did that part yesterday. I was singing Morning Train by Shane. And yeah, and then I would have liked to have pushed him all the way through here, but the health was just way too low for comfort there. So I got some of those trucks out of the way. Like, my best time practicing this level was a 2:45, so would have already liked to have been done with the level. Pushed in some more. And it was just one or two more hits away from blowing there, so I kind of backed off. One more bump at the end, and you can see those still save just a ridiculous amount of time. And so that's scenario A done and out of the way. You can see from my time, I'm already, 2 minutes 30 ahead. Already, I think, ahead of the record time as we go to scenario B. This first level, I had time save potential. I was told by a couple people. There's a shortcut I never knew about. And this one, you got to use the old taxi. Well, you can either use that or the... I don't know what it's called, but this is the better of the two cars you get to start with, in my opinion. So yeah, first part, we got to destroy this armored vehicle. Took a little longer than I would have liked to, but it's not the end of the world, and it takes a while because he follows the path you got to go anyways to get to the airport. I was trying to adjust the camera. I felt was a little off on this level, so I kept trying to adjust it. Yeah, I got spun out there, unfortunately. That was scary. That sometimes the car likes to just randomly not turn, which is always fun. Oh, that's a fun moment. I think that's the thumbnail I used coming up. The Yakuza crashes like head on into a civilian, just gets blasted. But yeah, usually I would have liked to have this car already destroyed by now. I can get him right here. And then, yeah, coming up, this Yakuza that's in front of me is about to just get wrecked. Yep, so now we just head to the airport. Nothing too crazy here. This car likes to really slide to take some of these corners. Handled that section nice. I feel like I got lucky with the civilians there, not as many spawned as normal. That section there, that left wall is fine, but for whatever reason, if you hit the wall on the right side there, it just flips your car right over. Yeah, really struggling to turn there, but made it happen. This little section's fun. You kind of can ride the wall. It's got enough banking for you. And then up here is the shortcut that I didn't know about, so I'll slow down for this jump. This little pathway right here. And fortunately, this car, for whatever reason, like it was just aerodynamically built for this jump.
Come on,
Look at that, it just takes it like a champ.
Go, okay.
Now we just gotta get in the plane, and that ends the level. Really happy with how that level played out.
Mission complete. Good job.
And B2 can be tricky sometimes. You just gotta watch out. So this one, you just play tag. You don't have to destroy the Yakuzas. You just gotta hit them once. But if they hit you back, then you gotta hit them again. So you just gotta be on the lookout for them. But everything worked out here, I think.
Oh, yeah.
I want to see if I can time this right. So I know I hit him. Then I spin around, stop, double take 3 times. 1, 2, 3. Yeah, nailed it. So you get him, turn around. This guy can be tricky to get sometimes. Get him. Was worried he was going to hit me back. I just spun him out. Didn't want to be worried about him. Luckily, that guy was turning around, so I got him. Hit that guy. Spin him out. Come down here. I didn't get this guy as quickly as I wanted to, unfortunately, but it maybe made things easier at the end because they all kind of took a bad path where they weren't going to be in front of me as I had for the goal at the end. But yeah, ideally I get this guy before he turns right here. Get wrecked. And I just got one more guy. Usually I like to cut him off. He was a little further ahead than I would have preferred, but at the end of the world. And luckily you can see most of the Yakuzas are behind me, so I knew they weren't going to be a problem finishing the level. This part's nice and easy, just cut through the park here. Hey man, watching this back, I didn't realize when I was playing that, man, I had some good civilian spawns. Like, there's just nobody in the way. And yes, really good B2. So B3 is the, I was talking about it before, this is the level that's RNG dependent, and I got bad RNG, unfortunately. So this level, my quickest time ever is 45 seconds. But I knew right away, this first one I gotta go to, you almost never want to get this one. Unless you get the 2 that are like right down in the park and then one that's close by. You almost never want this one. So you just gotta go so out of the way right away to get it.
Got one of the microfilms.
So I'm not sure off the top of my head how many different... I've done it enough where I know when I see the pictures, I know where they are. I'm not sure. I don't know the exact number of how many there are. But yeah, just ideally you don't get that one. There's a couple of ones that you really don't want. That one is probably on the top of the list. Ones you don't want.
Got one of the microfilms.
So again, we got to cut through on the right here. And these last two kind of line up. So my target time for this level is a minute. And you can see I'm already passing a minute. Usually the worst I want to do is like a minute 10. This is unfortunately going to come in well over. But I'm like, you know what? This run, even with that mistake on, was it B9 earlier, or A9 earlier? It's going so good, I just stuck with it. And my run was so shit years ago that I probably still saved time. Yeah, it still saved 16 seconds, but it could have been like so much more. So that's why it is smarter. If I ever do run this again, I probably will start with scenario B first. Because there's that level, and then this level. This is Dockyard Parkour. Man, you gotta kind of get lucky on this level. I did get lucky, I felt like, overall. This first one's not too bad. It can be easy to get careless, though, and just slide off. Like I said, those slopes, they don't look like much, but the car just loves hydroplaning in this game.
Got him.
So yeah, this second one is definitely the toughest of all of them. You got this little corkscrew jump. Like to keep the speed between like 40 and 50 miles an hour, and you just gotta kind of hope for the best, man. And I think I started playing with the camera. I find sometimes that scenarios where normally you wouldn't, if you switch to first person, the car will stick the landing. Got a really lucky jump there, though. A nice little grind there, my caboose, and two attempts for that one I can live with all day, and then I just jump off the water because it sets you back to where you started that jump, and whip it around. And so that one is definitely the toughest one, and then the second to last one is really tricky too. These next couple, for the most part, aren't too bad. Just gotta take your time. So yeah, story in this game. I think there's like a whopping 4 cutscenes in this game. You got Tiger Takagi. He's bad. And eventually he tries to go to space. And you stop him.
Got him.
Yeah, so far this level's going really good. So story-wise, though, it does make more sense to do Scenario A before B, because in Scenario A, we did that fight with him in the city building, but he gets away. If you watch the cutscene after that level, and then level B8, they arrest him. This one can be problematic. I usually don't have a problem with this one, but this one, if you don't know what you're doing, can be tricky. I handled that pretty well. And yeah, the camera in this game, sometimes you gotta do that quick switch to
Gotcha.
that, like, that camera, that first-person cam, just to recenter it. And then this next jump is tricky. I think this one, again, took me 2 tries. But again, I can live with that. This is another tricky one. So you gotta just set it up, and just at the last second when you go off the ramp, you gotta crank the wheel and come in sliding. And unfortunately, I don't know, I just didn't have enough speed, I guess, or just a bad angle. Mess it up, but I think I got it this time. Yeah, set it up really nice. So it definitely could have been better not, messing up, but one mistake for each of those 2 tricky ones, I can live with that all day. And again, we just ignore some of the arrows. Well, not these first 2, but this next one, I don't know why it wants you to go left here. it just allows you to turn right into a traffic jam, but we just ignore that. Cut through this area. Yeah, probably not smart to cut through there, but oh well. Got some Yakuzas just chilling. And next, it was funny. Man, cause the first day I was running, I got stuck in scenario A, so I forgot. I'm like getting to B5. I'm like, oh yeah, there's a race level. So next level is just a race, really straightforward, really easy. But yeah, my target time for this level was right around 4:20, and that's what I got. So I was really happy with that. I think that's about the same target time for the next level too. And you can see I'm already sub-hour pace, so that's just awesome. And I knew just about most of these levels had a decent amount of time save potential in them.
That's our competition? Let's race.
So yeah, really not much to say for this level. It's just a race.
Hurry, hurry, hurry!
Just a couple turns into it, you get the lead. Just this section, you just got to be a little careful with it if you're not careful. Get nice and smooth, hit them just a little bit, use them as a brake, why not? Get around them, and look at that, already in the lead. Yeah, you can get away with wall riding, you just gotta know where to do it in this game. So yeah, nice to have a working computer. So I went with so my old one was an Alienware, it was like an Aura R something, I don't know. It nice to be 4 years, so I feel like I didn't get my money's worth out of it. I might have nuked it. I'm sure I was doing stuff that wasn't built to do, and I bought it not thinking, because I'm kind of computer illiterate. It had a hard disk drive, and so anytime ever I had like a Windows update, like it just wouldn't work. Like the disk percentage would just shoot up to 100, and I just couldn't use it. And it was really frustrating, and so eventually I bought a SSD, and I put that in there myself, and it was working for a while when I did that, but I wonder if I did something wrong, because I know one of the people I took it into, what did they say? They said the power supply was shot, like the GPU was fried, and then like Windows wasn't installed, so I don't know. But I don't know if they checked the SSD, because I had moved it all to the SSD from the hard disk drive. I'm sure I did something wrong when I did that. And then it was fun because I had to do it twice, because I opened my computer, which is not a fun thing to do, and put it in, and then I realized that I didn't have the SATA cable, so I had to do it a second time. But it was working fine. Once I put that in, it was definitely running faster, but probably just wasn't built for it. I just moved it. And so this time around, I went with the Lenovo. It's kind of an annoying buying process. There was one I was looking for, which was like a much cheaper model than the one I ended up getting, because they had like a huge sale on it. But like by the time I went to buy it, like it was out of stock. And then eventually, when it did come back in stock, the price shot up like $300. Then this one went on sale, and they were around the same price, and this one seemed better, because that one only had like 500 gigabytes memory, this one has a terabyte. And I definitely learned this time around that I guess brand really isn't super important, it's more about what's inside. I guess, anyways, so I don't know, I got a NVIDIA something graphics card, a 4060, I think 16 gigabytes of RAM. I don't know, man. I got stuff and things in there. It's running good so far. I haven't heard those fans come on yet, so that's pretty good. So I know my Alienware was just all the time, those fans were cranking. So hopefully this one lasts me a while. That's all I want. I just want it to last. I don't need state-of-the-art, top of the line. I just want it to last. I just want to freaking take. That's all I want. It's kind of a bummer though. Really wasn't in the budget. I had just put a lot of money into my car, and then I don't know. I was hoping to get my garage doors done this year, but I guess that can always wait. I don't really need them. That's life, I guess. But yeah, really good race though. No really huge hiccups there, and like I think I said, yeah, my target time was like 4:20. See, it came in well below that. Once again, just gold all day, PBs on that timer. I mean, to be fair, when I first ran this game, I gave it like 5 or 6 attempts. I had one run that was good. I was like, that's good enough. Didn't think about it for 3 years until Sauce came in and with his run. Then so once again here, level B6, I'm going to be stealing Sauce's homework. Going to be using the path that he used. Watching his run, he had a couple of spots where he messed up though. My execution was definitely better through here. He slowed up by the civilians as much. So yeah, you got 3 of these trucks you gotta hit. You only want to do one at a time though, because you got the 3 drop zones. You can only drop 1 truck's plutonium off per drop zone. So like I could hit this guy here, but then that Geiger gauge would just fill up super quick. Calling Shanger a couple of pussies, I guess. Yeah, so I'll go out to this one first. So that one that we passed though, he loops around, and I did this so quick, he was like further away than I wanted him to be, but he loops around kind of in the vicinity of where the next drop zone is. So we get this first one. Gotta be careful coming out of here. Try not to flip the car over.
Okay, now there's still some plutonium we need to get.
But yeah, it was funny. I know in my blooper I talked about it, and like, it's like, how do you explain the physics of this game to somebody who hasn't played it? I got to thinking the other day, and this is a joke, but it's like, this game truly is the Asian driver simulator. Just, your car just does not do what it's supposed to do. And then yeah, the map in this game fucking sucks. Just randomly zooming in and out. Hard to tell if you actually are lined up with the road you're about to turn into. So yeah, this guy usually is further up, but I was like going so fast I had to go further down to get him and then loop around. Not too big of a deal. I think I ended up doing, this is like the fastest I had ever done this level. I was just flying. This is that dockyard area we were at before.
Just one more left.
And then this guy, I got worried looking at the map. Like, I thought this guy was way far away. But it ended up not being too bad. But yeah, like the physics in this game, man. Like the car's aerodynamics, it's like, have you ever seen a clip online? I think it's like from the late 90s. I think it was at Le Mans. These like Mercedes cars just, they hit the straightaway and they just start flipping wildly into the air. Like that's kind of like the aerodynamics of these cars. The tires and brakes feel like they got like 200,000 miles on them. They just are shredded. Yeah, usually like I'm already hitting that guy by now, but I had to kind of drive way out here to get him. And I think this ending I messed up a little bit.
Got the plutonium.
So I always struggle to judge where this wall is here. And I was looking for it. And I just drive right into it. Still though, really fast doing this level. I don't think I've ever done it faster before.
Mission complete.
At this point, I was like, holy crap, 5 minutes ahead. That's freaking crazy. Oh, and then see, I'm highest to highs, and then I make a stupid mistake there. Luckily, that's only a couple seconds there hitting replay. Then B7, so this is A6 backwards, minus the bullshit with the captain. We get this first demolition derby part. This is definitely didn't go as quick as it could have. I get flipped right there. That's not ideal. And then instead of hitting me, they just circle around me menacingly.
Oh, yeah! Oh, yeah! Exit is open.
This is definitely much less stressful than A6. I still made a couple mistakes. I think more towards the end of the level. And then again, oh, okay, pretty good. Flip there. This game would be really frustrating if you yourself had a health bar.
Exit is open.
So come in here. This is the last wave of them. Again, just getting flipped over. They start mounting me. Luckily, that resets my car before they could do unspeakable things to me. Yeah, other than my computer dying, I don't know, not too much has gone on the past couple months. Just working, surviving, you know, getting cock-blocked on Tinder, you know, all good things. So yeah, I gotta be honest, I don't know what the hell Jade Cane is, but we get the Jade Cane. Now we just do A6 backwards. This is definitely a lot less stressful doing it this way. So this level is interesting. So I think doing it B7, I believe, is possible with the tank. Well, I'm not sure if the timer at the end, if you have enough time. Because obviously you can just blast through that first part with those guys, and there's not like the tightrope section that you got to deal with. Because that's killer for the tank. But yeah, I don't know if like speed-wise, if I have enough time to get through to the end. So you can make these jumps. It's really weird doing jumps with the tank, though. You gotta, like, right as you go off, you gotta, like, shoot off a shot to kind of give it an extra boost of air. I got aggressive here and did not stick this landing. That was stupid of me, so there's a time loss. Hopefully that's the only... I think that's the only time I fell, so then I had to play this safe. But yeah, it didn't need to be that aggressive. Maybe could have done this one, but after already messing up once, I'm like, I'll just wait for it. Then I almost waited too long and got stuck again like I did earlier. I love the random, oh yeah. Not sure what triggers it. Luckily stuck the landing there. But yeah, this part was frustrating. I kept spinning out. You got all these random explosions going on. Not really sure what's going on in the sewers of Hong Kong. Some explosive diarrhea. And yeah, there. Really got worried. Luckily, land on all four. Could have been bad. That Yakuza just got fucked. And actually lost time, so not too much time though. At this point, 5 minutes ahead, I'm just looking to survive. Hope the game is... I don't know if this game's ever frozen on me. It's never a fun way to have a speedrun end. I mean, there really, I don't think is a true fun way to have a speedrun end, but yeah, the freezing is really annoying. And then this level, I think I end up saving time, but it could have been a lot better. For sure. So we get this first part with the demolition derby. I think it went decently enough.
Uh-oh. Okay, go.
So again, stealing Sauce's homework. Just gonna wait for him. And then, yeah, like unlike earlier, we only got 4 of them to take out for this opening part. Maybe not the right play to come after this guy. One out right there. And then I don't think I realized that he was flipped over. Oh, and then I missed him. But I knew I could hit this guy and then turn around and get him on the flippity flip. Just brake check him. So definitely could have been a little faster there, but it was good enough. execution. So now you gotta just be careful coming out of here. Keep it slow for that jump. And on this part, oh, I was getting frustrated. So you gotta get these 2 Yakuzas that got like the access cards or whatever for the shuttle island. Cutscene there, you gotta skip. Take this jump slow, so I get this one in the back. I get him first. He, I don't think, gave me any problems. Just like, what, 3 hits for him both, I think. Actually got him relatively quick, I feel like.
The key. Let's go.
And then, so you gotta cut off the other one, but the hits just started not registering. I was getting really frustrated because there's some tanks that spawn in. And so unfortunately, I had to deal with the tank, and definitely cost me a lot of time. But again, my run from years ago was such garbage that like I still came out saving time at this level. But like that, like I don't know why that didn't register. Felt like that. Then that one registers. You gotta be kidding me. And at this point, you can see the tank's already spawned in. I just need one more hit, and you're just at the game's mercy with the tanks. They can fire off shots so quick. They have just ridiculous aim. And then so at this point, that guy that I gotta hit one is already gone. I'm just like, get me down this road, get me the hell out of here. Finally out of reach of his shots, but I was pissed when that happened. Luckily though, he keeps on going in the way that you gotta go anyways. So it was definitely, and then I wasn't sure where to go. I was going to try and come through that part, but I didn't. Luckily, didn't have to deal with any more tanks. I think there's another spot or 2 where another tank spawns in. Yeah, of course that guy hit me. He tries to dodge me right here, but I get him.
Let's go.
I'm sure I said some things. We just cruise on down to the shuttle. Pretty straightforward from here. Yeah, it was really frustrating. Because ideally, you kill him quick enough, and then there's a side road you veer off to, right as that tank spawns in, so you just dodge him completely. So, not sure how much time was lost there. Definitely a good, probably 20, 25 seconds. Just thrown away from that tank. So I was frustrated for sure, but the run stays alive.
Let's ram into the shuttle by jumping from the launch pad.
Now we just got 2. Then I started getting kind of worried for B9, because B9 is a level that I just never bother to practice because there's no time save in B9. You follow this helicopter and it drops like the money for you, and you just got to follow it so it drops all the drops. And so I started getting a little worried. I'm like, man, am I really going to blow it on this level? But luckily, that was not the case. And there is a certain score you gotta go for, but I don't know off the top of my head. I think it's 10,000, but I could be wrong. So yeah, it just drops these cases, and you gotta collect as many as you can. And you don't have to get them all, but you do gotta get most of them. Flying just incredibly low through all these billboards like nothing. Actually crazy, it was actually 2 days ago now, was it Washington DC, the helicopter crashed into a plane? That is, seeing more and more videos of that, it is just crazy that happened. Holy crap. It's just awful. Been a couple. There was that, and then there was there was a plane, and wasn't there a plane that was shot down by Russians not too long ago? Like another plane in India, I think, that crashed. Not a fun time to be flying. Yeah, this part though cracks me up though. This helicopter just flying right through all these billboards, like it's nothing.
Got it. Got it. Got it. Got it.
And then we end. This is one of the reasons. Another reason why I like to do scenario B last. I like to end with the tank level. I knew I had some time save potential again, kind of copying Sauce's homework in certain spots.
Got it. Got it. Got it. Got it. Got it. Got it.
Dude, I can't wait
Got it.
to once again find out that my mic hasn't been working. It's like, oh great, I just wasted another hour of my time.
Got it. Got it.
Yeah, awesome.
Got it. Got it. Got it. Oh yeah! Mission complete. Mission complete.
Let's say, according to my timer, I lost a couple seconds. I don't know if that's actually accurate or not. Who knows? I don't think there's a way to make that level go any faster. And so this one, I use a tank. I might have got a couple seconds back. There were a couple moments I kind of messed up. I think this first part, I fell into the water twice. So here, you don't shoot them, you just bait them all. But then sometimes you get unlucky with the spawn, and I'm just trying to go and just spawn me like right next to it, right next to the edge. So minor step back there, nothing too crazy. And then yeah, these guys, I just kind of let them hit you. I don't need to worry too much about them. And shoot these guys, at least those far guys into the water. Just take these two out on the ground. Yeah, really great execution through there. So yeah, I think I said it before. I'm probably going to leave it here until my time gets beaten again. Might do like a run where I start from a loaded save, and so I can use the tank and Tiger Takagi's vehicle on more levels. But yeah, I was really happy with this run. You know, a couple stupid moments, like, you know, the resetting A9 and, you know, a couple other mistakes here or there. But overall, I was really happy with this run. Got sub-hour, got the record back. Still unofficial, it hasn't been verified yet, but I'm sure it will sooner or later. This ending, I think the last one, I struggle a little bit on. That poor civilian I just murdered. So yeah, this is, and once I kill this last one, that's the timer. I think I was like a second or two slow on the timer. But that's it, and I'll leave it. Oh, I get stuck there. And I will end it with a blooper. So thank you for watching. Bye, bye, bye. Yeah, I don't know if I talked about the physics in this game yet. I don't know. It's just, they suck. Car likes to hydroplane for no reason. Oh, there's time. I got time. I got time. What is going on? What was that? What the fuck was that? Fuck!